need to remind you how to be a man. I need to remind you how to be a champion. And that's why, and against all odds, I am cashing in my title shot.
Whoa! You want this? How bad do you want it?
Back it up.
How bad do you want it?
What do you shut up. And AJ, from this day till then, go to sleep every night knowing you have to face the inevitable. Wake up every morning knowing you have to face the inevitable. And Pope, I say me and you go down there and give them a preview of what the inevitable is.
The inevitable? The inevitable is that Samoa Joe is coming for your title, AJ, and against all odds.
Angelina Love. Now tonight, you have a shot at the TNA Knockout Championship, but you gotta be wondering, are the beautiful people gonna get involved?
Probably. I mean, I know those girls like the back of my hand, Christy, and if I was still with the beautiful people, I would get involved. Definitely. I mean, I taught those girls, obviously, everything they know. However, I did not teach them everything I know. And I know I would have never tried to replace Angelina Love. How's that working out for you, by the way? Yeah, not so good. Good one. But you know what, Christy? Gonna worry about that later, because you're right. Tonight, I have a championship match with Tara, the new 3-time TNA Knockout Champion. And as you know, I am a former 2-time TNA Knockout Champion. And maybe 3 is gonna be my lucky number 2. You know, Christy, success is the best revenge. And I am awesome at revenge.
So we get this one done, tonight. We get back on track, We'll get things going. Yeah. Just
Kevin,
Sophie,
can I have a minute with you?
Absolutely.
You are. What do you think?
Derek Young, leader of the World Elite, global champion, and 3-year contract holder at TNA's happy little family here.
That's right. Yeah. I remember now.
Yeah.
Could you just give me a minute here with Kevin?
Absolutely.
Talk to Mindy.
Another name I probably won't remember in the morning. Listen, Kevin, I need a favor. A big one. I need you to go out and destroy Mick Foley in a no disqualification match. I mean, mop the floor with him.
So you want me to do you a favor? And if I recall, Pac and Scott still don't have contracts.
Kevin, come on, man. You know the deal. Those guys don't have contracts because they're screw-ups, all right? They didn't want to follow our rules. They wanted to play to their own drummer, so to speak. Well, you know what? I'm sick of that tune. There's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is, Kevin. And if you like that tune, maybe you can play it too. Or, I don't know, you can go out and destroy Mick Foley for me.
And I'll tell you what, Mick, since you don't want to get on the same page and I'm about to write that new Mick Foley chapter, that chapter's going to start right here in the middle of this ring tonight. When you face Kevin Nash in a no-disqualification match. And you know why, Mick? Because I'm a student of history. And you've got a little history with Kevin Nash. Seems like you jumped him, you attacked him, you assaulted him. Right here in the impact zone. Not even in a match. Nobody in the arena. Well, guess what? I'm a tit-for-tat kind of guy, Mick. And Kevin Nash gets his revenge tonight on you. Those names on your hand, Abyss and JB. You might want to look at that hand one more time, because I still have their futures right here in the palm of my hand.
To get comments on the no disqualification match made by Eric Bischoff against Kevin Nash, let's go to Christy with Mick Foley.
Mick Foley, Eric Bischoff has scheduled you to be in a match with Kevin Nash. And I know that he's also holding Abyss and JB's careers over your head. So do you plan on falling in line?
Well, actually, Christy, if I recall correctly, I was given a choice, which was either fall in line or lace him up. So although I'm obviously not clad in traditional wrestling attire, I'm fortunate that this Christmas morning, underneath the Foley family Christmas tree, there was a pair of new athletic shoes with my name on them, which tonight I will indeed be lacing up.
Now, I know that there's a lot of bad blood between you and Kevin Nash. Buckets of bad blood. How is that going to play into tonight?
Yeah, literally, buckets of bad blood. To tell you the truth, I'd cooled off on Kevin Nash. I mean, I would have just said we'd had unresolved differences, stored them away in my own mental cold case file. But the more I think about Kevin Nash and what he put me through the past several months, the hotter I begin to get, Christy. I mean, I think of the fact that this is a guy who put me on a cross-country chase 3 days with this butt in coach. The not-so-pleasant aromatic experience of sitting in 26C near the crapper with him. Smell.
Mick.
Wait, Chris, calm down. Come on, what's wrong? What's wrong?
I'm sorry. What did Mr. Bischoff mean by me not having a job if you don't fall in line? Are you going to fall in line, right, Mick? Are you going to fall in line, Mick, please?
No. I'm going to take care of this by taking care of business in the ring with Kevin Nash tonight. Your job's going to be fine. You know why? Because whatever I touch starts to melt in my clutch. I'm too much. Now, you got to do me a favor, Chris. Do me a favor.
Anything.
No matter how hot it gets out there tonight, no matter how ugly it gets, no matter how much blood is spilled, you need to promise me that you will stay backstage.
Mick,
Don't go to the ring. You need to make me that promise. Promise me.
I promise.
All right. He's too much.
I think Mick is trying to prevent Abyss from getting in any more hot water with Eric Bischoff.
And it is time to fill the 4th of 8 slots in the 8-card stud tournament. Who's going to advance to Against All Odds? Tomko or Kurt Angle?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an 8-card stud qualifying match. It is scheduled for 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Jacksonville, Florida, Tomko!
In professional wrestling, there's nothing more important than timing. For Tomko, he's in a great situation. Normally, a match against Kurt Angle is something you might dread. But for Tomko, he personally knows Kurt inside out. And he knows Kurt's focus is distracted by Angle's feelings that Hulk Hogan is out to screw him.
Oh, there's no doubt that Kurt Angle's mind is occupied with Hulk Hogan. You know, I mean, Kurt Angle making very powerful accusations towards Hulk Hogan and not trusting Hulk Hogan. But I got to tell you, Mike, my view, I think Kurt Angle's going to buzz right through Tomko. That's just my professional opinion.
His opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist. He is Kurt Angle.
And I want to say this, when I say that I feel Kurt's going to buzz through Tomko, and it's no disrespect towards Tomko and his abilities as a competitor. It's my point is that I think that Kurt right now is in a bad place mentally, and he wants to do some bad things. And I wouldn't want to be Tomko. That's it.
Taz, I think you can make the argument, as Kurt Angle did, that Hulk Hogan is working in concert with Scott Hall and Six-Pac.
I could see how Kurt Angle could be thinking that. Absolutely. Given the history between Hall, Six-Pac, and Hulk Hogan, I don't think it's paranoia on Kurt's part. Oh, God.
Oh, explosive suplex right off the bat, but then gets dropped with the kick, and wow, look at Angle. Right up in the face of his former Angle Alliance partner, Tomko, running clothesline, takes him out to the floor. I think, Taz, you also have to consider that Hulk Hogan's gone out of his way to right the wrongs that have hurt Angle in this match. The 8-card stud qualifier, it's a result of Hogan opening the door again for Kurt.
Oh, there's no arguing that either. Absolutely, Hulk Hogan giving Kurt Angle a phenomenal opportunity to compete in a tournament, tournaments Kurt Angle, as a young boy, his whole life, wrestled in tournaments. So, in my opinion, that's a big advantage to Angle being in any type of tournament.
Talked about Tomko knowing the moves of Kurt Angle. That's proven off the snap slam, running shot, corner clothesline, and all of a sudden Tomko's in control, and there goes Kurt